So we'll start here with the problems of budgeting. So the first type of problem that we are going to look at is the functional budgets. So functional budgets theory, we have seen that functional budgets refers to sales budget, materials budget, labor budget, overheads budget, like that. So functional budgets here, we would be doing all types of these budgets here. So we'll start with the required. So the required are these. So we'll just type them nearby. So number of units of P1 to be produced. The second would be number of P2 to be produced, and quantity of M1 to be used, quantity of M2 to be used, quantity of M1 to be purchased and value. So the next one will be quantity of M2 to be purchased and value, number of hours of skilled labor and cost. Next one is number of semi-skilled labor and cost, and total overhead budget. So these are the things they are asking in this question. So one by one, I think we can solve them. So first we'll start with number of units of P1 to be produced. So it tells Newton Limited manufactures two products. The expected sales for each product are shown below, P1 and P2. So the sales units is 3000 and 4500. Opening inventory is 500, 700, and the closing inventory that the company wants is 200 and 300. So the formula for the relationship between opening stock, closing stock, sales and production is like this. So we have opening stock plus production equals to closing stock plus sales. So this is the formula here. So we have to get for two products. So we have to get for P1 and for P2. So if you take opening stock for P1 is 500 units plus production is what is a number that we want to know. So production is a number we want to know. Closing stock is for P1 is 200, and sales we are expecting it to be 3000 units. So first we'll try to solve this one. So if you see here, production will remain the same place, but opening stock will go to the other side and become a negative number, and production will be and production will be 2700 units. So that's about the production of P1. Let's get for P2. So P2 would be like similar to P1, we just have to find out what is the opening stock. The opening stock is 700 units and the closing stock is 300 units. We have that at here, and product to be that will be sold is 4,500 units. So we can find out the answer. So the answer will be 4,100 units. Okay, so we got the first one. So our next consideration is to find out the number of P1 and P2 to be produced. I think both we got, both of it we got it. So we'll move on to the next one. Quantity of M1 to be produced and M2 to be produced. Okay, so I think we can work on this. So what is M1? So M1 seems to be the materials. Okay, so two types of materials are used in varying amounts in the manufacture of two products. Materials requirements are shown below. So this is what M1 material and M2 material. Both these material are required in the production of P1 and P2, both the products. Okay, so this is how they are required. So first we'll find out what is the quantity to be used. Okay, so I think we can work out separately itself. So M1 used will be M1 will be used 2 kgs in P1. So 2,700 units have to be produced, and also 3 kg will be used in product 2, and there are 4,100 units that would be produced. So let's get the answer. So this is the kgs required. Okay, this is how the kgs are required. 17,700 kgs will be used. We have to do the same for M2. So M2 would be is required 3 kgs, sorry, 3 kgs will be required for P1 and 3 kg will be required for P2. So let's get the answer. We got the answer, and this is also in kgs. We can move on to the next one. The next one is quantity of M1 and M2 to be purchased and their value. So we can start from here. So how much of M1 to be produced? See, again, this depends upon the same this formula, but this formula has to be little bit altered. So how the alteration will work is, see, we are not going to see, there is no sales of material here. Okay, so the sales would be raw material used. So that would be the formula change. Okay, and this will be the purchase. So it won't be production, it will be purchase. So opening stock plus the purchase of raw materials will equal to the closing stock plus the raw material used. So opening stock of raw materials is this number. For M1 it is 4,300 kg plus what is the purchase? See, purchase is what I think we have to find, which is equal to closing stock of the material. Closing cost stock of the material is 2200 kg, and plus what is the raw material used. See, the raw material that is going to be used in the production is going to be 17,700 of M1. So that's about, this will give us the purchase. So let's get the purchase value first. So this gives us the purchase. This is what the total number of kgs that we have to purchase. Okay, because we have some opening stock, but we want some other closing stock, and we are also going to use this raw material. So how much raw material is to be purchased, we had and get it through this kind of formula basis. And they're also asking what is the value of it. So for value, we can just go a little bit below. He says materials prices are expected to be 10% higher than this year, and the current price is 1.1 per kg for material 1 and 3 per kg for material 2. Okay, so what is the value? What's the value of purchase? See, value of purchase will be 15,600 into the price is currently 1.1. This 1.1 will be multiplied by, the price will go by 10%, so we can put it as 110%. So we can get the value here. So this is the value of purchase, and this value is in terms of dollar. Okay, so the similar manner we have to work out it for the M2 also. So let's get that numbers. So it's the same numbers, numbers alone we have to change. So the opening stock of M2 would be 3700 kg, and closing stock of it would be this 1300 kg, and the total units that are going to be used is, we have done it here, 20,400 units kg. So now we can find out the okay, so we got the answer. It's 18,000 kgs that was going to be purchased. And what is the purchase value? The purchase value is going to be 18,000 units kg, sorry, 18,000 kgs, and the price is going to be 3, and that price also is going to go by 110%. So we can just copy the entire sentence. So the amount comes to 59,400. So we have like 3 more budgets to go. So we'll have to work out the number of hours for skilled labor and its cost. So we'll read the question. They say that 2 types of labor are used in producing the 2 products. So standard times per unit and expected wage rates for the forthcoming year are shown below. So hours per unit is P1 and P2, and semi and skilled labor required are 3 hours for this and 1 hour for this. Semi-skilled labor are 4 and 4 hours required here. So these are required for the total number of units to be produced. Skilled labor is paid for $9 per hour, and the semi-skilled is paid at $6 per hour. So we can start working. So there are two elements here. One is the number of skilled labor hours, and the other one is cost of skilled labor. So there are two elements here. So first we have to get first we'll put the hours required. Okay, skilled labor hours is required 3 hours for the first product, and 1 hour is required for this product. So how many number of units we are going to produce? We are going to produce this many number of units, so we'll just copy. I think we can just memorize it. 2700 and 4100. So 2700 hearts here and 4100 hearts here. So this is the hours, total hours for of skilled labor required. So 12,200 hours of labor, and this labor will be paid at a rate of 9. So what is its cost? So the similar working will also be done for semi-skilled. You can just copy, we can paste, we can just alter this. So that I think some alteration alone is required. Sorry, it is semi-skilled. So how many hours of semi-skilled labor we need? We need 4 hours of semi-skilled labor, and for product 2 also we need the same 4 hours. So we can copy this formula, paste it here, get the total hours required, that is 27,200. That number has to be multiplied here, and we have to get it for a rate of 6. So we got it. So we got our total answer. So this is the total dollars of hours and dollars required. So the last one is total overhead budget. So he says production overheads are overheads per labor hour are as follows. See, per labor hour means it's both the skilled labor hour and the semi-skilled labor hour. So variable is 3.5 and the fixed is 5.5. So the variable overhead budget is equal to, and also the fixed overhead budget, that also we could calculate. Okay, so how do we calculate? See, this is calculated on both the variable, the skilled and the semi-skilled labor. So skilled labor are 12,200 hours plus semi-skilled is 27,200 hours. The rate for which is, for variable it is 3.5. So once we get the answer is in terms of dollars. So we will do the same for fixed overhead. Fixed overhead, everything is same except for the rate. Rate is 5.5 per labor hour. So we can just copy it, and paste it and get the answer. So we got the answer. So what's the total overhead budget? So that will be just this plus this. Okay, so we got both. So that's about this sum. So this sum has given you an idea about how functional uh, functional budgeting works. Okay, functional budgetings are not tough, they're like quite easy. So I think now you would get a better picture. Okay, so you can view here, this is the first part of it, and this is the last part of the budget. So we'll move on to next type of budget.